your game, be aware some players may fake it, and therefore the information is not that dependable.
Ah! Some people could do a reverse tell just to screw you over.
I still have the best hand.
I could beat both hands. That's a tell, by the way.
So, study the best, study hard, use all the tools of the game to your advantage.
I think every player gives away tells. I think there's not a single player who doesn't give away tells.
Sir, I can tell you, you made a very, very, very good laydown.
I don't buy it at all. Oh, I would have gone. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't raise.
Raise. Raise.
Feint and raise. To 160,000. Sebastian pass, Davide pass, Rouen pass. Jason re-raise all in.
Oh, here we go. Mercier's moved all in.
Big blind pass.
The initial raise from Gavin, and he's called the all in.
Jason's
Pretty
all in hand,
automatic.
pair of sevens, and Gavin's hand, pair of queens.
Sevens against queens, the sevens in the hand of Mercier, the queens in the hands of Fenton Gavin.
Mercier will need to do it again, won't he?
Good luck, Jason.
When he had sixes against tens, he sucked out, he hit his six on the turn. Now he's looking to do the same with sevens against queens.
It would be remarkable if he could do it again.
3, king.
Beautiful flop for the
Queens
queens.
in the lead for
Fenton Gavin is going to take
Jason
command of this final
7.
table if
Here's
his hands
the
hold
turn
up.
card. It's an ace.
Only a
Okay,
7.
one more card to come.
2 outs.
And here's the river card.
Just the river card to be dealt.
It's a 5.
Can't do it this time.
Sixth place finisher.
Jason Mercier
Give a nice
looks
round of
disappointed.
applause for Jason
Been up and down in
Mercier.
the final table.
Jason Mercier, a very popular player, the man who took down the San Remo leg last season. He will not become the first player in EPT history to win 2 titles. He's our 6th place finisher, 227,800 euros. And Vincent Gavin, obviously happy to have won the pot, but there's a sense that he didn't really want to eliminate Jason, because as he's been saying throughout the tournament, he is a fan, he does admire Jason's play.
Yeah, I think he's a fan, but he's probably a bigger fan of the $500,000 chips than the ladder up.
Well, of course, as happens with all of the players when they're eliminated from our final table, they get to talk to Kara Scott.
Out in 6th place here is American Jason Mercier. He was our EPT San Remo champion last season. Couldn't do it again here, unfortunately. You had a really difficult time here today. It looked like you were losing a lot of races.
Yeah, I lost 1 race today and 2 huge pots yesterday on coin flips.
Yeah, you were incredibly busy though. When we got down to 9-handed, you were probably one of the most active players. Then early on today as well, did you just go card dead after that?
Yeah, I was real active early when we were 9-handed because I knew that most of the players were very tight and most of them wanted to make the final table. And I had a decent chip lead and I kept stealing pretty much every hand. Yeah, I was card dead the whole final table. Best hand I saw was 10s, never saw ace queen or ace king.
Well, you definitely showed your skill. Unfortunately, the luck just wasn't with you here today, and that's got to hurt a lot. We really do feel for you. Hopefully we'll see you again at some other point, though, in EPT Season 5. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thanks.
European Poker Tour events are freeze-out tournaments. This means at the very start everyone is given 10,000 chips, and by the very end one player has them all, and on the way, whenever a player loses all their chips, he or she is eliminated. Each tournament lasts 4 days. The fields are so big there are 2 day ones. The survivors from both these days return for day 2, and this is where the action starts to get hot. As the blinds get big and more players get knocked out, the number of tables gets smaller. And those who are still around at the closing stage of day 2 won't go home empty-handed. Typically, around 30 players get paid. No problem. Day 3, that's all about the final table. The last 8 players battle it out till one person's left with a trophy and the big money.
Poker, like a lot of things in life, it's all about strategy. Sometimes it pays to act weak, when you're really in a position of strength. Learn to play better poker for free at the world's largest poker site, PokerStars.com, and find the poker star in you.
Chips. To win a tournament, you're going to need them. If you're lucky, you'll get dealt good cards. If not, you'll need to steal the chips instead. Strategically, the best position to do this from is the dealer button. If all the players fold to you, you're left with the small and big blinds, and the odds are they don't have a good hand. But be warned, it's the oldest trick in the book, and the toughest contenders will often defend their blinds to the bitter end. And one more word of warning, contrary to popular opinion, the blinds are sometimes dealt queens, kings, and even aces.
It's just like poker. At first you play, and maybe you're not so good. So you practice, and then you practice some more. And you know what? Eventually you find your rhythm, your game, and you get better. And there you are, a poker player. Learn to play better poker for free at the world's largest online poker site, PokerStars.com, and find the poker star in you.
Chips. To win a tournament, you're going to need them. If you're lucky, you'll get dealt good cards. If not, you'll need to steal the chips instead. Strategically, the best position to do this from is the dealer button. If all the players fold to you, you're left with the small and big blinds, and the odds are they don't have a good hand. But be warned, it's the oldest trick in the book, and the toughest contenders will often defend their blinds to the bitter end. And one more word of warning, contrary to popular opinion, the blinds are sometimes dealt queens, kings, and even aces.
Tournament poker. It's about stamina, determination, patience, and the will to never give up. It's about challenging yourself every day to rise above the rest. Pick your moment, then make your play. With an online tournament starting every second, challenge yourself for free at PokerStars.com and find the poker star in you.
The thing about Gavin Griffin is he's a bit of a killer at the poker table, and by winning these 3 titles he's really shown that he's in the absolute top rank of tournament professionals from all over the world.
What you have to understand about Gavin in doing what he's done, which is winning a WSOP, WPT and EPT titles, is an enormous task. Gavin won his bracelets and his titles not back in 1973 when there was like 5 runners in these events. There were hundreds of runners. The EPT Monte Carlo, 1,000 runners. It's an absolute amazing feat.
Gavin Griffin is our champion. He heads off to hug his girlfriend, Kristen, who's 21. They do so much work together for breast cancer. That's his real passion. Well done, Gavin.
The thing that really blows me away about Gavin, seriously, is who he is as an individual, the work that he does for breast cancer research, and how he gets other people involved in it, how he got PokerStars involved in it. It was a wonderful thing he did that's going to change a lot of people's lives, and that's just so much more important than poker anytime.
He's a fantastic player, and I was very glad that he won the Monte Carlo event, and now just to find out he's won a WPT as well makes me sick. But he's a great guy. It couldn't have happened to somebody nicer.
And his results speak for themselves: EPT, WPT, WSOP, in that order. And he's got pink hair.